What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So I think that we were all wrong about the 0.2%, right? I'm not saying that it wouldn't do damage and it wouldn't be good for volume, it wouldn't be good for D-apps or anything like that. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is that the 0.2%, we definitely had the wrong idea, thinking that we would see CEXs just get on board. And we're not seeing them get on board yet, right? So, anyways, we're going to go through this, the 0.2%, why we were all wrong. Also looking at the volume, looking at some sort of a comparison, understanding what's going on in Terra Station, all that stuff there. So guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you guys check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, at Perry8K, you can follow me over there. Now, when we think of the 1.2%, 0.2%, we think of burn taxes. We start looking at it and we're like, yeah, the higher the burn tax, the better the situation. That's what we do, right? We're like, 2% would be great. If we saw this burn with all the volume, 2% would be amazing. Well, the one thing we didn't really factor in is to how much of a difference the on-chain volume is from the off-chain volume. And in the beginning, it was 10%. You saw 10% that flowed on-chain, and then 90% that was off-chain. Well, that has diminished to where it's like less than 1% of the volume that we see in a day. And a lot of people blame the 1.2%. And I would agree. You can blame the 1.2% for the lack of on-chain volume. People choose greed over anything. And this is why I put out a poll recently asking where are people holding their Terra Luna Classic. And it's crazy to me because you're gaining more of a percentage with Terra Station, but there's just as many people holding on Binance as there is Terra Station. Now, why is that? Because you're able to buy on Binance for cheaper. You're not risking the 1.2% or 0.2%, and you're still able to stake, from what I understand. So if they have the ability to do everything besides gain 14, 18, 20%, whatever the staking percentage ends up being, it was 30% at one point. Well, you're still gaining something from it. So like, all right, well, you know what? I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna sit on this because it's not about the staking for me. It's more or less about the gains. And if I can gain more Terra Luna Classic in the beginning, that means that I have more Terra Luna Classic over time. So then I'm going to be greedy and accept whatever I can accept here. And if it's free to buy it, then it'll be free to buy it here. And that's what I love to do. Now, and so I do think that the 1.2% was a big reason as to why we did see it move over. Now, I think we should have, before we implemented that, we should have had CEXs on board to say this is going to be implemented off chain. Because if it was implemented off chain, we would have had all volume right from there. And we needed the community to get together to say, this doesn't launch, this doesn't happen unless the CEXs decide to do it on chain or off chain as well. Because if they completely implement it, then we can see so many burns that are happening. And we should have done that from the beginning. I know 1.2% is a lot to ask from an exchange because they can do whatever they want. But the point is that if you have a project, if you build a project that functions off of something, burns, it functions off of something and anything that you put in place, that should trickle over to the CEXs. It should trickle down to anything that's involved with buying it, selling it, being a part of that transaction. That's why I don't understand why CEXs hold so much weight, hold so much when you think about the power. It's crazy to me to think of that. So anyways, the 1.2% had a large impact. The 0.2% also has a large impact because it is still higher than the CEXs. So for us to think that we would go from on-chain volume, a lot of on-chain volume, to what we have for, or to translate that or transition that over to on-chain volume, or sorry, off-chain volume. So on-chain volume, off-chain volume, we would see more on-chain volume than we would off-chain volume because they have the burn tax. Is ridiculous. We're going to see more people that end up choosing the cheaper option. and they will continue to choose the cheaper option. So why are we wrong about the 0.2%? 0.2% still higher than 0.1%, still higher than free. So even though we're at a lower percentage, it's not going to bring back the same volume that we saw before, right? Because right now we're seeing less than like 1% of the volume. And if we see, if like say if we did, decrease the burn tax to 0.2%, we thought we would see a 6x increase in volume, right? Because we're seeing we're decreasing it by, or dividing it by 6, the burn tax by 6. So from 1.2 to 0.2%. And since we're dividing that by 6, we expected a increase of 6x at least in volume. Well, at one point we saw an increase in volume, but that was only because of validators, new validators that were coming on board. But we were wrong about it, right? It does help out the dApps. It does, obviously bring more transactions back to the chain. But the issue still lies that we're not seeing an increase in volume. We're not seeing an increase in volume by dollars. So no matter what dApps it brings back, I feel like we should have waited it out with the 1.2%. Now, can we wait it out with the 1.2% now? I feel like we need to stick with the 0.2%, and we need to get these CEXs on board. So this is why I have my Twitter like pretty much filled with all of these posts that's looking for different exchanges to kind of like agree to this term, right? To these terms, and try and, get everybody on the 0.2% tax. If we can get all of them on the 0.2% tax, that would be amazing, because it would just benefit us all by seeing those burns. So that's why I have it completely filled with that. You're seeing this post where I want to kind of single out different exchanges, start with MEXC. I have other things where you can see the poll that I put up, Binance and TerraStation. A lot of people are holding on Binance as well as other exchanges. So you're looking at over 50% that are holding on other exchanges, which is crazy. But then I do have this that I'm keep reposting because I just want them to say something, to commit to it. But they haven't, right? MEXC is trending here, and I don't know why it's trending. I guess maybe it has some new stuff. I would hope that they can do something by just saying, hey, we're implementing the 0.2%, but I don't know. Anyways, I've been struggling this whole entire time. My voice is about to go out. This is the third video that I'm posting today, and I'm not recording anymore because my voice is literally about to go. But guys, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you guys want more of an update, go over on Twitter and you'll see all these updates. Make sure you like some of these posts, retweet some of these posts, tag MEXC. We just need to make sure that we get them on board and get others on board. And we're trying to do it by 2023. So anyways, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.